I do need to start this video with some disclaimers. First of all, when I took a working memory test, my therapist said it was the best they had seen all year, so yeah. Well, actually in their time working. So, yeah, interpret that how you will. Maybe I'm like at a slight like genetic advantage for this, but anyway, also, um, I'm very good at memorizing useless things, but not good at memorizing useful things. So that's another piece of information that should probably be relevant to this video. So, yeah. Alright, so to talk about how I learned pi, I don't really know how to approach this like in terms of what to have in the background. So I'm just gonna put some like GD gameplay until like I find something like more important that I want to put in the background. So, the first, I guess, section will be about the first 200 digits, because like for the different digits I use, like I have a lot of different techniques I used. So for the first 200, I didn't really have any technique, because basically what happened was, when I was 6 years old, I got interested in, I'm one of those like autism kids who was always really into math, right? Like when I was 2, like I didn't know my timetables. I'm that kind of guy, you know? Uh, so when I was 6, I became interested in pi, so I guess I found out that pi went on forever. Uh, and yeah. But, um, and guess I just started memorizing the digits. I don't really remember why, because I was 6 at the time. What I remember is I encountered the pi song. So, the pi song is basically this, this, that. Uh, and yeah, I guess I just listened to it a lot. I just kind of, you know, I just learned it. Like, I just learned them in so many different ways. I just sort of ended up knowing them because I was always like into the digits of pi. Like, probably like I'll be like 92 years old and I'll still remember them. I'll be like 3.141, like up to 200. Like, I just know them. That's really just all it is. I'm sorry that I couldn't give more helpful advice, but I promise I'll give more helpful advice now. So what I remember is that when I was 6, I actually went up to 1000. Now, unfortunately, I do not happen to have a video of this, but I think I knew 1000 when I was 6, if I'm not mistaken. So, basically, uh, yeah, I was pretty insane. I don't even remember how, I just remember that I did. What I do remember is that at some point when I was 8, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if we just relearned 1000 digits? Actually, that's not what happened. I ended up relearning 1000 digits, and uh, this time I actually have a clip of it, and this time I remember what technique I used. So here's the clip. Yeah, that was just part of the video. Obviously, that was not the whole thing, but yeah, that was uh basically I could do 1000 when I was 8 years old. W W W, and yeah. So what I did was I actually had my dad teach them to me in groups of 50, which were in groups of 5. So, for example, if I wanted to start from 550, let's say, it would be like 60943 was the first group, 70277, and then 05392. I know this, and then uh, basically he would just keep going until I remember them, kind of like doing flashcards, like if you're studying for school. It was exactly like that, and I would just well, I did it until I knew 1000, and then I took the video, and then I forgot that pi existed. Alright, so apparently I'm gonna have to re-upload this video because I forgot to say this, and it was part of my script, and I felt it was important. So, a lot of people are, like, I guess, like, impressed or curious about the fact that I have the digits indexed in my head. Like, they can say, like, I can actually use a random number generator on here. They can ask me like, what's the nth digit, and I'll be able to answer it. And it's exactly this, because if I were to like do a session like where I learn digits x, like for example, if I learn from digit 400 and I do a session to learn up to 450, and then someone asks me the 420th digit, I can just work it out like 33057, 2766, 5759, 91953, and then I'll say it's a 3. So that's how I have them indexed, because I know where I am when I'm learning it. So, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna do a random number generator challenge, see if I can work out. Alright, the 2145th digit. I think it's a 6. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so in this part of the video I would like to talk about patterns in pi, because there's a lot of patterns you can find, and I would like to talk about the math behind them. So, for example, you can find 3 or more digits in a row, which is, so for example, like 3, 3, 3. That can happen. You can find a palindrome, so for example, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5. You can find, well, many other things, but I want to talk about a certain category of them. So, okay, I'll draw more. So you can have a 4-digit palindrome, like 4, 6, 6, 4. You can have like some random set of digits, like 2, 7, that appears twice in a row, like this. And then you can have something like this, where you have 2 digits in a row, twice in a row. So, like that. And the nice thing about each of these is they all have a 1 in 100 chance of appearing, so you would expect to find each of these patterns on average about 1 in 100 digits. And actually, since there's 5 patterns to find, you'll find one of them one in every 20. Now the reason why this is 1 in 100 is because like you would have, like, for example, a 3 here, like it doesn't matter what it is, like it could be a 4, a 6, or whatever. And then there are 2 digits here that would have to be a 3, so there's a 1 in 100 chance for them both to be a 3. So these are the digits that have to be a certain digit. For the 5-digit palindrome, it's these. For this one, it's these. For this one, it's these. For this one, it's this and this. So that's 1 in 100. Now, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance to get 4 digits in a row, like 3, 3, 3, 3, like that. Or to get a 6-digit palindrome, like, I'll just add like a 7, 4, 6, 6, 4, 7. So that's 1 in 1,000 as well. You can also have a 7-digit palindrome, like 3, and 5, 2, 1, 5, and then 3. So underline is basically the digits that need to be a specific digit, because this 7, 4, 6 doesn't matter as long as this makes it a palindrome. You can also have something like 427, 427, where it's like 3 digits twice in a row, and then you can also have something like this, where it goes on for 3 instead of 2, so let's say 5. So these are all 1 in 1,000 patterns. And they do come up about 1 in every 200, because there's 5 to find. And what I'm going to show now is, yeah, okay, so let me explain what this is. So this is the first 1,000 decimals of pi, okay? Every time there's a 1 in 100 pattern, I color it red. Every time there's 1 in 1,000 pattern, I color it orange. And then this, well, yeah, this is a bit special, because it's actually it's a nice mathematical coincidence that you find this so early on in pi. It's called the Feynman point. It has, like, I think it's 1 in 100,000 because if I like use the MS Paint diagram, these would be the underlined ones. And it's also technically goes under this category, and this category, so it's pretty nice. Now there are some patterns I didn't highlight that I feel like bringing up. So I think anyone can remember 3.1415 is like 31415, like it goes up, right? So yeah. Uh, and then here, 59230786164. You might think, what's the pattern here? And if you haven't seen this, it's a very good point. There's no obvious pattern, but let me show you why this is special. So, okay. Okay. So, wait. Yeah, wait, so, oh, what do I, okay, so the pattern, okay, so the pattern was 59230786164. Now what you'll notice is these digits are all different. All 10 are different. So the reason why this is crazy is because let's calculate the probability of this happening. So we start with 5. Okay, that's, well, yeah, trivial. You can start with anything. It doesn't really matter. And the next digit has a 9 in 10 chance of being different from the 5. I think you can see why. The next one has an 8 in 10 chance of being different from all of them. So the final probability, you'll get 9 times 8 times 7, so on, so 9 factorial over 10 to the 9. So you'll get in the end. Now if we calculate what this is, 9 factorial over, it's very unlikely. I think that's pretty cool, because you would think, wouldn't that be pretty common? But no. So yeah, that's some fun math fact. You also have, if I can find it, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's ascending. I can also, if I find it, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's descending. You find 9. You find 8, 3, 3, 6, 7, 3, 3, 6. It's pretty easy to remember. You have like a lot of 3, 3, 6 going on, you know. You'll also have, where is it? I need to be able to find these. Yeah, 60943. This doesn't look like a pattern, but it is the first 5-digit string of digits to appear twice, so 60943. Now you have other ones like 23846, I believe, that appears, where is it? Yep, 23846. And you also have, well, 99999, obviously, because that appears here and here. You also have, let's use Control F, 33446. That also appears twice. So you have a couple of those, and those, like, all of these things are kind of, like, you can find, the point is you can find patterns, and I just wanted to go through the math behind the patterns, because I think it's pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, and also, this 6-8 here is the first 6-8 in all of this, and 6-8 is actually the last 2-digit string to appear, so you'll find, like, you'll find 6-7 before this, you'll find 5-3 before this, you know, 6-8 is the last one, so that's cool. There's a lot of repeated 4 strings, like 5132, 5132. The first one is 0582 and 0582, so there's a lot of repeated strings of 4. And there's 6117, which is right next to 6117. There's 5778, which is next to 5778, so a lot of patterns, basically. You also have this area where there's happens to be a lot of 7s. And a palindrome in here, so It's all pretty neat, I guess. I probably missed something. If I did, just let me know in the comments. Uh, but yeah, that's patterns. That's one way I have to remember. Actually, I did miss one. 1188. That actually overlaps with 1881, so I'm gonna have to no, not highlight. I would write it in the list, but I already told you verbally, so I don't really need to. And yeah, that's that section. By the way, I also wanted to mention this 0066, you should remember if 06 comes right after, so that's another cool little fact there. Oh yeah, I just noticed 21712, another palindrome. Yeah, okay. That's the end of the pattern section of the video now. I promise, unless I, yeah, lol. Here's some other fun facts. There are a lot of sets of 4 digits that occur twice somewhere within the digits I know. It gets more common the further you memorize. The first set of 4 digits to occur 3 times somewhere is 9999 as they overlap in the 999999 point, which by the way is also called the Feynman point. 999999 is also the first 6-digit palindrome and the first instance of 4, 5, and 6 of the same digit in a row. The first set of 6 digits to appear somewhere twice is 949129, but I did not highlight it as one instance occurs outside of the first 1000 decimal places. The last set of 3 digits to appear is 483 and it appears for the first time at position 8553. I hope that at this point you'll be able to identify patterns yourself with the tools I've given you, so yeah, good luck. Now, the next technique I used was, well, it wasn't really a technique, but I found this really awesome website called PyTrainer, the Eve Anderson website, and it's really cool. You can say, what is your goal? How many digits would you like to enter at a time? Please enter the decimal place. So let's do like a demo. Let's say I want to get to 120. Let's say I want to do 5 at a time. So basically you can do what my dad did without my dad, right? So let's start at 101. Now I know what it is. I know it's 70679, that's 100, so it's 82148. 08651. Now let me make a mistake. 32623. Obviously, I made that on purpose just to showcase this. And I'll say you got 19 right out of 20. This website is so cool. I love this website. I highly recommend it. So I did exactly this in groups of 5 to get to 1200 from 1000. Because when I got back into Pi in 2018 when I was 11, and I decided, why don't we keep going? So I did. I kept going until 1200. Okay, since we're in 2018 now, I would like to show you the Pi song I was talking about earlier. I actually found this extended version that goes up to 10,000. And I think it's pretty cool. I would listen to this a lot. And I would basically, if I already knew digits, it would help me get better at them because I learned them. And it would just get me more fluent at them. And it worked really well. So, yeah, that is one of the techniques I used. So, cool, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just wanted to mention that because I think that's pretty important as one of the techniques I used. Then at 1200, I decided to change my technique to see if it would work better. So the new technique I used was instead of doing it in groups of 5, I would basically freely group it from 1200. What I remember is I actually studied them in the morning to get to 1253, because if you scroll all the way down, like literally like all the way down here, my oldest video is, well, yeah, I have a lot of stuff, but my oldest video is that, that thing. And how I got from 1200 to 1253, what I remember is, well, these were the digits I had to learn. So I was at 1200 and I decided to get to, I don't know why I picked 1253, but I don't remember, but I did. So to get to 1253, I just quickly learned 53 and then took the video So that was it. So I grouped them. So 858, 3616, 0356, 37076. I remember how I grouped them as well. I don't exactly remember how I grouped these, but whatever. It was something like that. I don't think it was exactly this, but I started grouping them freely like that. Uh, that's what I did basically until 2000. So I did that until 1300, and then after 1300, I challenged myself to learn 300 in a day. So I got up to 1600 within a day, which was fun. And I did it with this exact technique. And I remember, like, I was trying to, because I was cramming 300 in a day, I remember there was a time where, like, I was trying to make sure I remembered them, and then one time on the school bus on the way to school, like, I was studying them, and then I forgot one, and I couldn't think of what it was, so I had to get out my iPad, like, the moment I got to school, and then check it, and yeah, that was fun. Uh, it was actually 8243, that's what I had to check on my iPad, by the way. I have an insane memory, I know, but lol. Uh, I should stop saying that. Anyway, um, so, uh, yeah, I got to 1600 that way, and at around 1600, you'll find this. 777727. Okay, my text is red. Ignore that. I don't. 938. Now, what I remember is there's a lot of patterns in here. There's that, that. That's exactly where 1600 is. 8164, that's 9 squared, 8 squared. 70600, 1614. I mean, 2173, 217, 214. 7. Yeah. 14141. There's a lot of stuff, so I remembered this bit really well because I guess there are a lot of patterns. And then to get to 1700, well, this is not quite 1650, but it's close. So I got to 1650, and to get to 1650 to 1700, I did what we joked about as the old-fashioned way, where my dad taught me them in groups of 5 again. And it turns out 1600 to 1700 is basically it's full of patterns. So yeah, that's what happened. Uh, to get to 2000 from there, I did the same thing of like grouping them freely. Beyond 2000, I continued to use the pi trainer, but in groups of 10 instead of 5. So what I would do is I would learn 100 digits at a time in pi trainer in groups of 10. Now I actually have a video on my channel where it's this video where I actually do it for digits 2601 to 2700. So when I was at 2000 digits, I saw this guy, this Austin guy, who had the 11-year-old world record of 2091. So I decided, why don't I do 2092 to troll him? So I did. You can find that video. And then I decided I wanted to get up to 2.5k and then do a video of that, which I also did, by the way. I did a video of 2.5k. I got from 2k to 2.5k by doing this Pi Trainer groups of 10 thing. And then, what I remember in 2019, because it was 2019 at that point, is I actually kept going. I got up to 2600, 2700. This video shows 26 to 2700. And then I remember I did an example video for 27 to 2800 where I uploaded my thoughts, but I don't have the video anymore, nor did I upload it. So that's fun. I got to 2800. Actually 2850. You know why? Because 2827 is a special number for me for reasons I will not disclose. And This is so funny. So I was thinking like, I want to know exactly that many digits. So whenever I would listen to the pi song, I would always think, don't listen for the 2828 digit. You want to know exactly 2827. And this would work against me. Because if I tell you don't think about a green elephant, you're gonna think of a green elephant. So it worked against me. And as a result, I would pay extra attention to that part of the pi song. So I knew up to 2850. So that's a funny story. Uh, and then I kind of forgot that pi existed. So I get back into pi again, but don't learn more, I just relearn the first 2K. Then I get back into it again recently, just after Pi Day, because that's, of course, that has to happen. Lamau, lamau, lamau. Uh, and so what happens is I'm at school, and I'm in the library, like, doing whatever. Uh, like, studying, but not actually studying. Like, you know how kids do that. Like, uh, and then I hear these younger kids reciting pi, and I'm like, oh, it's pi, let's see what's going on. So I go up to them. The teacher knows me because I'm a bit of a celebrity in school with my whole math and memory thing. Like, everyone knows who I am at school because I'm, like, that guy. They always ask me, like, mental math questions to impress me, and they're like, can you say pi? And yeah. And then, so the teacher knew me and was like, oh yeah, he probably knows a lot of them. So I started reciting them. And then at about 540 something, I was told to stop because apparently I knew more than the book. So that was cool. And then they actually were interested, so they challenged me to come to them for another session and recite pi in front of them. So I did. I stopped at 2023 because I didn't want to go on forever, but that was when they decided, like, they decided I'd go up to 2023 and then stop. At the time, when I had actually studied for this whole pi challenge, I had relearned up to 2500. But when I went beyond 2500 up to 2850, I never knew it well. Like, I barely knew up to 2850. Like, I had a lot of studying to do to get good at them, so I pretty much forgotten them. And then I decided what I would do is I would not only relearn up to 2850, but I would get up to 3000 in a day. I would relearn 350, then learn 150 more in a day. So I just did 5 of these learning 100 digits in groups of 10 on PyTrainer. I did 5 of those from 2500 to 3000. And then I just repeated those 5. Like, if I did the PyTrainer thing until I got 100 right for each of the 5 groups, maybe I go back to the first group and only remember 50 and get 50 right. And then I'd keep going until I know them all. That's what I did. So, I mean, I would like to maybe see if I could push myself with learning like 1,000 in a day or something at some point. Uh, so yeah, that happened. Okay, so beyond 3,000. I decided I wanted to do an official attempt to get on the world ranking list for Pi. So I asked about it. You need like 2 witnesses and stuff, so I have a lot of free time at school, so we used that free time at school. And I would have some teachers like do the thing. So that's what I kind of did. And uh when studying for this, I wanted to do pi times 1,000. But when I printed out pi in groups of 50, it showed up to 3,150, obviously. So I figured, it's 8 more digits. I just kind of learned up to 3,150, because why not? And then did that in the official attempt. By the way, after 2 failed attempts, which I'll play. It was pretty scary to fail twice, and because I don't have all the time in the world to just do retries, but I did it on the 3rd try. I have a video recently of that, so that's cool. And at the end of the video, I will play clips of my fails. But basically, what I'm saying is, Yeah, I did that official attempt. And now after I got home from school, I realized after 3,150 is literally 666. And I didn't know that because my printout only went to 3,150. That is so stupid. But you know what? It's funnier that way. So I will take the L, and yeah, that'll be it. As for my methods beyond 3,000, I will not disclose them, but I have a secret plan that could get me up to 7,852 digits if it works. And yeah, those are all of my different methods. Oh, well, actually, I will disclose one thing I did beyond 3,000 as part of my method. Because there's this video by a guy called Joseph Zins on how to memorize pi. By the way, I do highly recommend it. It is a really good video. But what I remember is that this guy showed an example of how to learn these 64 from 3257 to 3320. So yeah, I learned these 64 from him, so now I know those 64. So what I have is up to 3,155 because of the 3,150 printout plus the 66600 right after. And then I have this 3257 to 3320. So those are my current, well, were my current uh, knowledge. It had a gap in it. And now, in the next part of the video, I will do an example where I learn 100 digits with the Pi Trainer and tell you my thought process so you guys can see what goes on in my head. So yeah, I do highly recommend this video, by the way. Okay, so what I've decided I'm going to do, since this is a tutorial, is I'm actually going to do an example of how I learn 100 digits. So the problem is, right, I know the first 3,155, but I also know 3,257 to 3,320, so I'm going to be doing the first like 100 that I don't know at all is 3,401 to 3,500, so that's what I'm going to be doing for my example. I'm going to learn like the rest of up to 3.4 thousand at some point, but this is just what I'm going to do here for the sake of this video. So the way I start is I don't submit anything. I just do that, and then I study this. Okay. So the first thing I see is 444 and 222. Those are obvious patterns. I'm gonna look for any other obvious patterns. I'm gonna see if I can find any other obvious patterns. So, don't see anything. 93539. That's a 5-digit palindrome. Uh, well, 3141. That's pretty interesting. That's like meta pi. It's not any of the patterns I mentioned above, but it is. Well, it is a pattern, so you know. Just try to remember. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna study this, try to find patterns. 722, I don't see how to remember this. 910, I just remember. 911 minus 1, you know, it's just how I remember it. 9816. I don't know, just like a lot of this, I just remember it, like deal with it, kind of thing. Well, okay. I guess the way I'll remember this is 14 times 7, 14 plus 2. I can't think of anything else. 909. Oh, hey, that's mine. 911 minus 2. Nice. Oh, well, not nice, but yeah, you know. 1528. Oh no. 1530. That'll be like progression of 15, but you have to subtract 2, so deal with it. 017. I don't know how to remember 017, but I'll just do it, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of I'll just do it, I guess, going on, because sometimes it's just random and you just have to remember. Sometimes you can make associations. 3, 5, 0, 6, 7, so you just have to remember 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but the 4 is missing and there's a 0. 1, 2, 7, 4, 8. I don't know how to remember that. Just 1, 2, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the 3 and 5 are up by, so they're like 7 and 8 instead. Okay. 5, 8, 3, 2, 2, 2. Now, interestingly, I actually have a way to remember this. In the extended Pi song, uh, what I remember is around, I don't know, wherever it is. I know there was a comment about it somewhere. Uh, there's a comment about it, but basically, I remember there being a thing in the Pi song where it's like 83222 and it's like offbeat because at the beginning, at the 832, it's like offbeat, and then there's two other 832s where it happens again. And this, I remember this is one of them. It was one where like 83222, so I think there's a comment with the timestamp on here. Okay. I think it's here. Yeah, that's that one. So that's how I'm gonna remember 83222. And then 8718. Ah, it's just there. 3520. I don't know. Well, I mean, I'll find ways to remember these things. 93539 palindrome. How am I gonna remember what it is? It's the powers of 2 plus 1, 9, 3, 5, you know. 6, 5, 7, 2, 5, 1, 2, 1, 0, 8, 3. I don't know how I'm gonna remember that, but I'll find a way. 5, 7, 9, 1, 5, 1, 3. That's a lot of odd numbers. 6, 9, 8. Okay. 82091. Oh, so it's like 100 minus 9 is 91, minus 9 is 82. That's 82091. Just remember the 0, deal with it. 444, 3 digits in a row, obvious pattern. 2, 1. Well, you know, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 0, 0. It's just 0, 0, like, lol. 6, 7, 5, 1, 0, 3, 3, 4. I don't know how I'm gonna remember that. 6, 7, 1, 1, 0. I don't know. 3, 1, 4, 1. Obvious. 2. Just remember that. Let's see how much I remember. Well, the first thing I remember is, well, okay, 722910, because I remember that. And I remember this was like 9091. I remember, I don't, no idea what's here. I just remember 58322228. Was it 718? Yeah. And I think, I remember there was a palindrome one. Was that here? It was 93539. So I just put dashes if I don't know the first few, but I don't know if it was on here. Oh, it actually was this one. That's nice. Okay, I don't remember where the 444 was, but I think it was on here, so. But I don't remember, like, what position, so. I'll just put all fours, just. Oh, it wasn't even on that one. Cool. Oh, yeah, and this was the one that had a lot of odd numbers. It was like 5, 7, 9, 1, 5, 1, 3, 6, 9, 8. I actually remember that. What? I don't know how I remembered all that, but. You know, lol. My memory is good, as you can probably tell. Okay, this was the one with the 444, I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember where, so we'll just... Okay, it's a... Oh yeah, because it's 82091, and then... Okay, got it. As for... Okay, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't remember anything. Just... Some... Oh yeah, it's 3141, of course. Okay. Let's study this again. 9816, yep, got it. Let's remember 14 times 7, 14 plus 2. It's stupid, but, you know, it works. 528017. I don't know. Lol. 3, 5. Oh yeah, it's like when it's almost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but a couple things are wrong. Uh, 3520. Just remember that. 5725121083. Oh no, just remember that. 82. Yeah, this has a pattern which I discussed. 0061510334. I mean, there's like 00334. You know, 75. You need this. Nah. 31412. That's just kind of. This is just kind of. Yeah. Let's see. There are a lot of times like this time when I mentioned it was MetaPy. There are a lot of times where I'll remember, oh hey, this sequence of digits was repeated before and now it has this variation. Like I'll use the fact that, like for example on here, I remember there was a part before where there was a lot of odd numbers and that was how I remembered it. It was like 7357395, I think it was. And yeah, I just remember this is similar except it's 5791513. Yeah, lol. Well, let's see how much I can remember from this. Okay. 72291098116. Haha, I remember that. 9091. Oh, was it like 578017? Is that what it was? Oh, well, close. Okay, next one. Okay, I don't think it was the one with the 222, because that was the fourth one. I remember that that was the fourth one. I don't think I remember. Yeah. I'll try to remember that next time, but 5832228718. This was the one with the palindrome. It was 935396. Don't remember what came before. I'm sure I'll remember when I click submit, but 3520. Okay. I wouldn't have remembered that because there's no association. This one was the one that was like 571. No, 5791513. 698. Oh, well. It was actually not that, but I know it's next, so. Now, I remember 8209144421. I was wondering if the 82 and 91 were flipped and it was 910282, but apparently not. I remember 00675103334 67110 31412. I just remember. Nothing else to say. 77 already. I don't know. Okay, remember it's 2, not 7. Remember 3506712748. Remember 3520. And then this one, 25. Well, they both start with 57. That's easy. And then 25121083. I'll try to just remember that because I don't really have any associations. So let's see. No, it wasn't. This is because the one that was the second half. It was 350671. Yeah. This one. Good. Okay, this one was 5725121. Was it 083? Oh, it was. Okay, I wasn't sure about the 083, but oh, just like that. Literally, that took like 12 minutes or something, like, and that was with the going to explain the pie song thing, so I'm pretty quick at that. It's pretty insane how quick I am. Like, you saw the time here. I did not change that. Like, you know, yeah, I don't know, man. My brain just works that way. Now I have to actually fill in that gap. But yep, that is 3400 to 3500 filled in like that. That's like an example of how I would remember it. And yeah. And also, before I end this example, I'll just say I remember, like, when I was going up to 3150, I remember 59252014974428507325518. That was 3129 to 3150. And I wanted to just tell you how I remembered that because I think it's a good example. So 59, just remember. Now, if I open MS Paint, so I have 252014. So the way I remember that is you have 2014, like the year, it's like, you'll remember something happened in 2014 and then associate that. Now remember, if you just remove the 0, 1 and F24, you can add 1 to get the 25, just remember it goes before. And then 97, that's where I failed on Zafkiel. So that's that. 4428, I remember 4428 appears at 201, and now it appears again. 5, I remember it connects with 85s, and 85 is like the roulette number. 0, just remember there's a 0. And all of this is like, I just remember it, because I learned 3142, but because I had a printout of 3150, I just learned 3150, and then that's what happened. It's pretty stupid that there's a 666 literally right after. I just didn't know because my printout went to 3150, but bozo. That's how I know 3155 instead of 3150, because I know 66600. I knew like literally like an hour after I got home from the pie thing, I figured this out, and I was like, Darr! But anyway, it's funny. It's funnier that way, so I don't mind. And yeah. That's my example video of learning 100 digits. Let's actually see if I can still remember it. 722 910 9816 9091 528017. The third one was 35067, because I remember it's 34567. You just add 5 here. 12748 583222 8718. Yeah, it was 8718. The palindrome one was 3520935396 5725121083579151369 820914442100 67510 334 6711 31412. I don't know. Well, it did come up with pi results, so I'm gonna assume that's correct. You guys can check for me, but yeah, that's my example of how I would remember 100. So on to the next part of the video, Mr. Future Me, who's editing this. Alright, so before this video ends, I would like to mention other techniques, such as converting numbers into words or stories. There are a lot of videos online that talk about these techniques, but personally, I don't use them because I find it easier to do it numerically, because I'm, crazy and stuff. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention, you can find other videos on those techniques, but it's just not how I roll, so I did want to mention them though, since I know a lot of people use them. And now I'm gonna play the fail compilation from the official attempts, so enjoy!